So, there's a few things that I have to say before I go into this, and pretty much that involves an apology for not streaming in a while or uploading anything. I've been moving. I'm not sure if I made that knowledge known in other streams or not. I don't remember. So yeah, I've been moving, and it's been a very, 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 very slow process despite not needing to move many things. And well, I don't remember what the other thing I was going to say is. Oh yeah, I played a little bit off stream. It wasn't much, it was like 10 minutes of gameplay. And it was because the internet that I have here, which I still don't know if it's capable of streaming well. This is more of like a test stream than it is a full-on stream, but I'm still going to be streaming for as long as I'm playing. So, yeah, so my internet wasn't good enough to stream, and so I wanted to play Elden Ring because it got an update, and I was like, I'm going to play it, see if it got rid of the input delay, and it didn't. That was a few days ago at this point, so maybe the input delay will be gone, maybe it won't. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything. I mean, well, where was the second attack? I don't think that hit. Okay, apparently his legs are a hitbox during that attack. I could have punished one. See, like, that just should not have hit me. I'm gonna die. So, I blocked the attack, and then I pressed R1 immediately after the block happened, and it inputted my R1 8 years later.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Like, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do when I can't punish properly. It's just annoying. I just want to be able to play the fucking game. Shouldn't have to deal with this. But yeah, pretty much as I was saying a little bit earlier, if this stream is a little bit choppy or low resolution or, you know, whatever, my internet is just not good. block that.
Blood must truly run in my veins. Tarnished.
That I would be able to recover fast enough to block. But it seems like the circle is not an option select in that case. Awesome. So I was holding hard left there, but slid off the cliff anyways. It's been a while since I've played. Still not even fully used to the controls of this game, just in general.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Sure.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
This is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard.
Can't attack.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
Could have swore at some point I picked a binocular, but I guess not. The drip? Both look equally bad. Oh cool, it actually tells you what your equip load is. Guess there is a fight. I didn't believe that person.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion.
All I ask is for you to be my first time.
You are very warm. what you felt light up inside you was a Baldekin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need. I am pleased. Would you like me to hold? The blessing is still aflame. Would you like to be held? Then good day to you.
It's actually probably an achievement, right?
Would you like the blessing? Would you like... Now. You are so... I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
That's cool. Time to see the blacksmith.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
You can use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. An armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be lost. By adding an affinity, you can alter an armament to boost attribute scaling and more. Oh, interesting. An armament type determines what skills and affinities it can have. Some special armaments cannot be granted new skills or affinities using Ashes of War. 12 faith. So it's good to know that I should be leveling strength. I was gonna level dexterity soon, but okay. I wonder if there's illusionary walls in this game. I don't know what that thing on the left side of my screen is.
Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing.
Oops.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
Mad Tongue Albrecht. Interesting. I don't think that actually hit my hitbox. The second attack was going to hit me though. I mean, I would have blocked it, but it's whatever. So I assume I spawn back at the Grace and not the Round Table Hold. That's a nice UI system. Kind of weird seeing a charged attack like that happen with just one hand. I blocked that. That kind of an annoying effect to deal with. That was a cool spell. Interesting. Guess I'll just use a sword. That should have been a backstab. There's actually no excuse for it to not be a backstab. Interesting. So it seems like if you get hit in this game, you just don't have time to recover. Because, like, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Last time I died, when I got hit by 2 attacks, I rolled. And either the input delay made it to where my buffered input never came in, or it's a guaranteed 2-hit combo, in which case I die in 2 hits. And then that time, I rolled out of the first attack, but obviously delay input. And then I blocked the second one, which obviously didn't happen. You know, I thought my shield had a 100 Fizz res. Yeah, see, like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I feel like in any other game I would have been able to dodge after the first attack because of the time between the first attack and the second attack. It was way too long to actually stagger me long enough to where it's a guaranteed 2 hit every single time. Like, I just don't get it. Like, why can't I dodge out of that? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get used to that attack, no matter how many times I fight this person. And at that time, the attack went through me. I 1000% did not have iframes. And it's also iffy on him getting staggered or not. Because sometimes he staggers before his attack lands, and sometimes he doesn't. Like that time, I hit him before his attack landed, and he didn't stagger. So I don't know. But the fact that I do 66 damage a hit tells me that I don't want to be here anymore. So I get to find my own way out of this place, I guess. I like the way the map looks in this game. The one thing I wish this game had was an easier way to engage and disengage within a fight. And I don't mean horse. Interesting. I forgot. I thought that second attack went up, but it goes down. That was lucky. feel like that attack was delayed longer than usual.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
I hate him for delaying. I stopped blocking after the first attack, but it blocked all 3 attacks. And I wasn't holding L1 anymore. I should have died. Oh well. I want to level up my weapons, but also at the same time I really don't want to level up my weapons because I want to use that golden halberd, I think is what it was called. I also don't want to farm anything because everything right now drops -3 souls. So I think it's just going to be a grind. Right now I'm only getting him to half HP with 6 flasks. I'm not really sure what I could do differently because every single time I approach the fight differently, I get fucked over by the same mechanic. Or I guess not mechanic, but development foresight, I guess. Not foresight, oversight. That should have hit me. Interesting. All 3 of them went to him, and he's targeting me. I guess I should have played it more passively, because now I'm down to blast. Just kill me. Okay, fine. I guess the only way to option select the attacks that have a quick and a short, or a quick and a long release time is blocking. I guess that's really the only option. Because if you try to dodge it, the long one will catch you. Try to back up, you can do that, but now you're not in range to attack. If you block, you can block the attack and not take damage from it, but you lose stamina, so you can't punish as much as you would like to. Interesting. I wonder if he only brought out that attack because my guard broke. Guess I should have just blocked.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run thy veins. Tarnished.
Interesting. I think the positioning of his body was just very slightly different. And that's really the only way to tell the difference between him doing the attack with his staff and then the hammer, and him swinging his hammer and jumping in the air. I was able to dodge last time, but not that time.
Foolish ambitions to rest.
And I think the annoying thing with this is the light sword. The only way I'm able to react to it and dodge it is by blocking it. But if I block it, then it's a guaranteed 2 hits on my guard. Even if I don't block the second attack, it will block the second attack because of input delay. So that means that I can't block the attack. Otherwise, my guard's going to be gone every single time, allowing him to punish me with that last cross-section attack. However, I can't dodge the fucking attack because of input delay. I can react to the attack perfectly fine, but I can't dodge it in time because when I input circle, it happens 7 years later.
blood must truly run my veins.
Interesting.
Tarnished.
That was two different combos, but we transitioned into them seamlessly. I should have died. The entire arena? I think the main thing that throws me off with this game is how seamlessly the transitions between combos are. Yeah, I haven't seen that combo yet, so I was like, I'm just gonna heal. Try to tank it, but fell off the fucking map, so. especially during that second phase, like, it was almost non-stop combo after combo. Interesting. I was expecting to jump away there. Still after me, man. I feel like I've dodged in that same way multiple times. I don't think that hitbox hit me.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must run thy
I should have
veins.
fucking figured.
Tarnished.
It only happens every single time. I just figured that he would be in more of a delay after that attack. Interesting. I feel like he almost always follows up the hammer with another gold sword. There it is. But last time it was a staff. I mean, I know it's RNG, but like, I don't know. It's just weird, because I feel like he's never followed it up with the staff, and the thing is, like, the way that I approached that was purposely for the gold sword attack and not for the staff, because I haven't seen the staff variation yet, and so, like, it's just annoying is all, really. He almost always follows up the hammer with the gold, and he did it with the staff that time. So it basically just means that I have less options to punish him, which is fine. It's just not something I was expecting. He almost never dodges more than 3 times. just so unfortunate.
Well, thou art of passing skill.
I have to play that save.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
The last time he followed it up with a staff attack, it was slightly faster than that. I pressed the wrong button to attack. Well, I had 4. I thought I had 1 flask. That's why I jumped off the cliff. So I think my wolves do 11 damage per bite, and I do 66 damage per hit. He doesn't have many openings. I mean, he does, but I would have to super sweat in order to punish all of them with 100% efficiency, and also have to do that on input delay. So I would have to play like a second in the future at all times, which, you know, I do at all times in my head, but not physically. Kind of just seems counterintuitive. I'm just going to start blocking that attack outright instead of trying to do normal things to that attack. Because I block that attack almost every single time, but it just never blocks because of input delay. It actually looked like he stopped his own animation there. It looked like he was going in for an attack and then completely stopped it and then started a new attack. Hoping for a guard break on him. Should be pretty close.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
Thought he was going to target the dog. You see what I mean? I input in a circle before that attack would have hit me, and it hit me anyways because of input delay. That's lucky. Interesting. Gold sword. Nope. Hammer. Interesting. There's just too many punishes. It's so stupid. There's too many things that you need to think about. It's not possible with input delay. I have to option select things. It's my only option. I can't react to things. And in case you're new to fighting games, option selecting means you do one input in order to cover multiple things that somebody could do. It's typically a thing in the For Honor community, but it's also a thing in other communities. But basically what that means is you're passive. And when you're passive, you don't have too many open lanes for attack. Whereas if you create opportunities in multiplayer games, it's differently, but when you're manipulating an AI, that's how you create your opportunities. And it's just not possible with an option select. You're not able to manipulate anything in favor when you're option selecting. I probably could have summoned wolves there. I also wish there was a meter to show posture break. Because I feel like his posture should have broke. We hit him for like 800 damage in like 7 seconds. So I feel like his posture definitely should have broken. But it didn't. I don't think that hitbox hit me. That was 5 dodges in a row. It's actually pretty sick. That's pretty rare. I'm gonna heavily disagree with that. I'm gonna heavily disagree with that. I don't think that made contact with me in any way whatsoever. But it's good to know that with both jump hammer swings, you have to run away. You can't walk away. Which is annoying. I tried to bait out his gold sword attack, but he did a different attack because I did a different thing. So it seems like 90% of the time, if he does a jump input with his hammer, going into his second phase, and then slams down, if I'm close to him, 90% of the time he'll follow it up with a gold sword. The other 10% of the time, he'll follow it up with a staff. If I'm not close enough to him, he'll follow it up with another hammer attack, or an attack that closes the distance. And it's just not possible to manipulate his AI on input delay. I tried to manipulate his AI to do what I wanted it to do, but it did something completely different because I needed to play it a little bit more safe because of input delay. That's such a bullshit attack for me, bro. I'm able to react to it perfectly fine, but it almost has a 100% hit chance on me. I don't think I've dodged it or blocked it successfully a single time so far. I'm waiting for him to stop attacking. Actually, what I was trying to do, but he's just not stopping.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
I know 1000% what is going to happen, and I am inputting things accordingly. It's just not happening. Like, it feels like at this point the input delay is random in terms of how delayed it is. Because I knew every single thing that was going to happen during that intercourse right there. I knew every single thing that was going to happen and when it was going to happen. And I inputted things accordingly in the future, technically in the past. And technically in the future, doesn't matter. I did everything perfectly and it still fucking hit me. Which basically means my only option, the only one I have to deal with gold sword attacks, is to block it. It is my only option.